Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope everybody's okay out there. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna have to go to the doctor and go get me some eye drop. I think I got conjunctivitis. I don't know, is that pink eye? No, I have no clue. I think I got the Christmas lights out here. Hello, guys. Welcome to my Sunday evening live stream. What are you guys up to tonight? What's everybody doing? I was at the park most of the day. Took me a nap in the car, and I was comfy. I was really comfortable in the car today. I had my blanket. Like I said, when the sun is out, it's not really too bad as far as the coldness. But then when that sun go down, girl, when that sun go down, girl, it's a different story out here. Oh, look at that's so pretty. The fire station is all lit up with the lights. Okay, I like it. Okay, I like it. Okay, I like it. My eyes itching like crazy. Yeah, I think I need me some eye drops. Hello, how you doing, Dr. J? What's going on, sis? How was your Sunday? Just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do now because I'm done with the park. You know you can't stay in this guy's running with no. He's out in the cold with like a t-shirt on, doing his jog. Like, oh my god, it's too cold out here for that. Gotta get my glasses fixed. I think I'm going this way now. I'm trying to take another route, but it's not looking like I'm gonna be able to take that right. How's everyone doing this evening? What's going on, everyone? I just sat at the park literally all day. I mean, I was at the gym earlier today. I'm probably not going to turn in and go to the shelter until like probably around 8. I would say 8 o'clock. So I can pretty much park anywhere I want. I'll probably go end up parking at Wally World. Shaking my heating pad. These little these little hot mittens. Shaking those up. And if it was summertime or springtime, it'd be a different story out here. I wouldn't have to really worry about trying to find a place to kind of relax. Yes, I can go back to the shelter, but I don't want to because there's nothing to do there but sleep. So, I'm going to head back there about 8 o'clock tonight. There's nothing to do there right now. Nothing to do at all. Mhm. I got to get my glasses fixed, y'all, because I cannot see. I can see, but it's like blurry out here. It's like blurry, guys. It's Sunday, so all these places be closing early. They close early and everything. And they got the movie theater that's open. Wonder what kind of movies they got playing tonight. Oh my god. Wonder what they got going on tonight. Mm, movie theater is right over here. It's bright in this parking lot. Maybe I'll park here. I'm good. I'm good. Can't complain. Happy Sunday, everyone. What y'all doing today? Did y'all go to church or anything? I did not go to church today. I told you guys I wasn't going. Remember that? Remember I told you I wasn't going to church. So I did not go to church today. Let me take this. I did not go to church today, y'all, and that's okay. I told you guys that I'm going to find me another church to go to because I don't want to really go to the same church that my sister is a part of anymore. So I need to find me another church home, which is not going to be hard. This church is literally on. This church is like there's liquor stores. There's churches on every corner. So this church is on every corner. I'm just trying to look at my surroundings, guys. How was y'all day today? Did anybody cook anything good for dinner? How was your day? Let me know. I had a pretty good day. I just went to the gym and I had a fish sandwich from McDonald's today. That's what I ate. And that's my dinner. I'm not eating nothing else. One meal a day, baby. One meal a day, my dear. These hot gloves really work good. And after about 2 or 3 hours, these hot gloves will be like way too hot for me. Like they work really good. They really do work good. How's everybody's day going? Let me know. It's a cold night. I'm sitting at this movie theater, and that's where all this light is coming from. And what is IMAX? Does anybody know what IMAX is? I know it's supposed to be an IMAX, supposed to be a better picture or something like that. Is that what an IMAX is? It's supposed to be like a better picture. I am so blind. My glasses are broken. I just don't know what life is about for me anymore. I just don't know. I haven't been to the movies in probably a couple of years. It's been a while. It's been quite the while. What was the last movie I saw? I forget. I was on a date. I was on a date and it was a guy that I really didn't like that, but he took me out to the movies. I think we went to dinner and a movie and we ended up just not talking again, but I wasn't really. But he's been in my life for years. We go out every now and again. But no relationship though. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what IMAX is. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be a better picture, maybe. Oh, Lord knows. I like this little game, though. This little game here is fun, I would say. Let me see where my little... They found me already, girl. Can y'all see this game? Okay, now I'm seeking. Okay. I can't even... What am I seeking, though? I think it's kind of cool with these games. I'm not really even a game player, but... So I guess we're playing with other people on YouTube, maybe? These other YouTubers that we're playing against. I am such a left-handed person that it's crazy. Me and my left-handed self. Oh my God. All right, guys. I'm trying to get the gold piece. Tomorrow's Monday, guys. Are you guys ready for Monday? Are you guys going back to work or what's going on? You gotta let me know. Now I'm gonna hide. They found me. I need my little they found me. Damn it! Oh, you don't have to work tomorrow? I really need to try and develop this strategic plan for my channel. It looked like in the past you were doing like workout videos and stuff. I was looking at some of your stuff, but I guess you don't do that anymore. I know I got planning to do for mine too, girl. Child, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, honey. It can be a lot. People think YouTube is just like turn on the camera and just do whatever, but it takes a lot sometimes. I have so many videos that I need to render and put out there and stuff like that. Some days I just don't feel like it. I hope she don't find me. No. Okay, she went right on past me. Okay. She went right on past me. Mm. She found me again. Work gets in the way. I be dog tired. I know. I understand, girl. I understand. I have to wait to get my thing, I guess, mailed to my ex-roommate's house. So I had to go over there and ask her, like, look, do I have any mail from anything? If I have any mail, can I come pick it up in like the next week or two? So I got to go sweet talk her, which she's not going to be fighting me saying you can't get your mail no more. So my mail, the stuff for YouTube for me to get monetized, I guess they're going to send me a PIN number. They're going to send it in the mail, but they're sending it to my address that I have on my license, and that's my ex friend's apartment. So I have to get that from her. She's not going to fight me on it or anything, but I just don't want to really deal with it. But I'm ready to get my stuff and move on. You know what I mean? Just give me my mail so I can get my YouTube stuff started, and then I'll be done with her for good. I never changed my address when it came to me leaving her place. Oh, this girl is on me, honey. She sees me, baby. She see me. Let me see if I can hide under here. Oh, can I? Yeah, I can. I can! You better not go under here and find me, you little fat pig. You little fat pig. No, no. Shoot, shoot, crap. Bro, you found me. I'm not really a big game player, but I like these little games. It's pretty fun. Have something to do, you know? He going from right under there. No, you better not. You better not. Mm. Oh, you freaking idiot. He found me again. Mm. Yeah, da, dee, da, dee, da, dee, da. Mm. He found me again. What the heck is going on? I wish I could do like you and come on daily. I did that in the past. What time won't permit anymore. I must work something out. Yeah, I mean it's easy for me to just put on the channel, like especially when I'm like, I know I really shouldn't have like my live going when I'm like driving or anything, but that's the only way I'm able to go live because, like I said, you know my situation with the shelter, so I can't really do live in the shelter, and I wouldn't want to do live in there anyway because I don't have my own space. So, but if I had my own space, like if I end up going into a hotel or something, or like an extended stay, I'll have privacy, so I can like run my live streams like sitting down at my own time. But the only time I'm really able to do it is when I'm on the road. So if I'm on the road, it's easy for me to just put the camera on and just talk about what happened last night or something. So, and I'm a talker anyway. I like communicating and talking, so it's easy for me to just put the camera on and run my mouth. You know, I normally just talk about this homeless shelter stuff. So sometimes I talk about my job, and it's okay because people listen. You know, it's like I figure YouTube is kind of like what do you call it? Like those shows like Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's like reality TV in a way when you're watching YouTube because it's entertaining to people. People want entertainment. They want to be like they want knowledge. They want to be entertained. They're curious about certain lifestyles. So they're curious. So when you get that crowd of people that want to watch you, they're curious about something that's in your life. They're curious about the homeless stuff. They're curious about the homeless shelter life. So that's what I mainly just talk about, you know. And people are coming every day. I get subscribers every single day. So, but the only thing that gets me on here now, if I had my own apartment or something, it'd probably be harder for me to sit down because when I get home from work, I'll probably be like tired. It's easy for me to turn the camera on when I am, you know, on the road, going from one destination to another. That's a little bit easier, you know what I mean? But I understand, girl, and I need this second job. Like I need air to breathe. I need the second job like I need air to breathe. So it's gonna really be something else. But I know that God is gonna take me into the direction that I need to go into to fulfill the things that I need to fulfill, like the second job, and the second job can get me out of that shelter. I just see myself leaving the shelter, either going into a house, getting myself a mortgage, or going into an extended stay hotel. If I go to an extended stay, I'll probably stay there for like 2 years and then go into the, you know, because I think when you get an eviction, some landlords will rent to me if they see that I have the income, they see I have consistent money coming in, they will rent to me. So it's not, I don't think it's going to be anything like, oh, we can't rent to you because of your eviction. They ask you, how long ago was your eviction? And I'll say it's been 2 years. So they'll be like, oh, okay. Once my income come in and my credit is good, I don't see I'm going to have any problems with renting an apartment. I don't see I'm going to have any problems with that. I wish I could do like you and come on daily. I did the past, most time won't permit. Oh, I read that already. Yeah, it's rough doing. It could be rough. Life is just definitely always something happening, and I'm really going to be trying to figure out how I'm gonna do my YouTube when I get the second job because I'm like, but I know that God is going to permit. God is going to make a way. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like doing YouTube, so it's easy to get on something when you enjoy doing what you're doing. It's easier to do it. So. but I only really come on when I'm in my car. And like I said, I'm not at that shelter. I was talking in the live stream just shut off. I don't know what happened. Thank God I'm able to run the I was talking in the live stream just shut off. I don't know what happened. Thank God I'm able to run the puzzles. Oh yeah, that's cool how you do that. I guess you do the puzzles exactly how I'm doing it when I get on the thing. It's pretty fun. And I be looking at the stuff. I be trying to solve I be trying to solve your puzzles. I guess the puzzles are the same way I put up that little game, huh? And you've been on YouTube for how long? Do you get like you get paid every month from your channel now? Are you like monetizing everything? Yeah, I be in a puzzle thinking like, oh, I'm trying to solve the puzzle, but some of the puzzles look the same, so I'm like, it's interesting to see. And I was like, wow, this must be what you when you was doing on your channel because I was wondering how you came up with that, and I'm still trying to understand like what that chatbot thing is. I've seen chatbot in the past, and I just never got into what chatbot is. What is chatbot? Is that a way for you to like run your live stream when you Oh, you need more watch time hours. Okay. If you go, I'll tell you. This is how I learned. One of my friends that's on. He live in. I think he live in Virginia. Yeah, he's in Virginia. His name is Raymond Tackler Forever, and I got my tips from him. He said go live every single day for like an hour. Every day go live, and you will get monetized within 2 or 3 months if you go live every day. Them watch times will go up. When you go live, you get subscribers that way. So what is Nightbot? I was trying to understand what that is. But all you gotta do is just go live for an hour every day, and you're gonna see your watch time is going to increase. That's what I did, and I wasn't even looking at YouTube in the form of me trying to make some money from it. I just looked at it as a form of therapy for myself because of what I'm going through. I was like, well, let me talk about my issues. You know, if I can get monetized and talk about what I got going on as far as the homeless shelter stuff, I'll be fine. Yeah, I gotta see what Nightbot is. What does Nightbot do? I've seen Nightbot a few times throughout the years, but I never got into what it was. Like, but if you do a live stream literally every single day for like the next 3 months, you're gonna get monetized really fast. Google it. It's on the app. Oh, okay. I will. It's an app. Okay. I know I had went on YouTube one time and tried to listen to what people were talking about, but I didn't find a lot of videos really talking about Nightbot. But I've seen Nightbot over the years. And I was like, wow, it's pretty cool. Hello, how you doing just today? Just today one. How you doing just today one? And for some reason, like my phone won't let me download any more apps on here. It's not that my phone is filled up. I just think I need a new phone. So I think I'm gonna only go 30 minutes tonight on this live stream. I don't really have much to say. So and I think I'm going to try to retire and get back to the shelter tonight, probably a little bit earlier. Good morning, Calvin. How you doing? How you doing? How are you? I'm keep shaking up these little hot gloves. Program it. It will assist you with reminders on your Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. But I can't really download anything on my phone, my main phone. I can't really like every time I try to download a new app and my phone won't let me. So I don't know why it's not letting me download new things. Program it. You said morning. Oh, good afternoon. I'm sorry. Good afternoon. How you doing today? I've been homeless for a year, haven't gone to a shelter because I wouldn't be able to deal with the other people. Yeah, girl, it's a lot. Thank God I have a car. My car is literally my only way out of there. My car and having a job is a way to not be, to deal with the stuff that goes on in the shelter. Like I said, the girl that's trying to subtly bully me. Every time I come in contact with this woman, she has something sarcastic to say. I mean, in contact, like I'm standing in line trying to sign out to leave the building, she'll have something nasty and sarcastic to say to me. I'm not saying nasty in like that kind of way, but she always giving me major attitude, sucking her teeth, and I'm like, girl, please serve as a moderator. Oh, it moderates your channel too, huh? You're a light sleeper. I'm a light sleeper too. So whenever I hear the door open in my room, and guess what? I'm up looking to see who coming in. I want to see. I'm very like I'm aware of my surroundings. And some people were saying that, oh, you're paranoid. I said no, I'm not paranoid. If it's a woman that's there that's doing little devious things to me, I need to always have my head on the swivel. So my head is on the swivel. I'm definitely a light sleeper too. I can hear a pin drop. So when I hear that pin drop, I'm up looking. Trust and believe, your girl up looking. We looking around to see what's going on. Also, it'll block comments and everything. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm been homeless for a year. So you're saying you're homeless now? Haven't gone to the shelter because I wouldn't be able to deal. So where are you living at now, if you don't mind me asking you? The shelters, the shelters can be a little crazy. It depends. Like some shelters, you may have your own room. Some shelters, you may be in a room with other people. So it just depends on the shelter and how it's designed. Sometimes you might have another, like one roommate. Sometimes you may have four. The other shelter I came from, there was like 15 girls in one room. Like they had all these bunk beds in this one area. So it just depends on the shelter and how big it is. And now is, people coming into the shelter more than anything because now it's cold outside. So you're going to have more people coming in. But I don't really have any problems with my roommates because I sleep in the bedroom now. It's like three white chicks in there. And then it's a black woman that I think she got like mental illness or something because she's always like over there like giggling, like laughing, talking to herself. But these are the things you're going to deal with when you're in the shelter, man. It's not for the weak of heart. You hear a lot of people snoring all night long. You got the girls, they coughing all night. Like the girls that smoke, they coughing all night long. There's nothing that really I could do about it. I could be pissed all I want to be, but I'm going to be pissed until I get my own spot. When I get my own place, I don't have to worry about that stuff. But when you live in a shelter, you're going to be dealing with all types of stuff. You're going to be dealing with people with mental illness. You're going to deal with people that got drug addictions and all types of stuff. You're going to have the cops coming out there. There's one lady in there. I think she a single woman, but she live on the other side. They said she come in drunk and she just be yelling at people and stuff. So they said, if you come in drunk or something, as long as you ain't drinking, they can't really do nothing about that. So this one lady, I think she be coming in drunk or whatever. Like I said, I don't be there, so I don't know who's who or what's what, but I've been in there now, I think about 3 weeks. I think it's been about your situation will get better. It sure will. It sure will. And 2026 is my year. It's my year in 2026. I'm definitely going to have a nice little party for myself, like a get together with me and probably a few girlfriends of mine, and just toast to the good life and toast to me going through this for 2 years and getting through it. Getting through the homeless stage and getting through the tough stages of life that I've been going through. I haven't been to a shelter yet. I think I'm too scared. Shelter can be kind of like prison. See, I have a tough experience. I'm kind of like I look like a mean person anyway. I already have that in me, so they really don't really be coming up to me like that. The girls really don't mess with me too much like that, but this one chick do because she's bigger than me, so she probably think like, oh, she's a little girl. She try to intimidate. And the funny thing is, this woman got like 3 kids from what I'm hearing. They said she got 3 kids, and you got 3 kids, and you so busy sitting here worried about me. But I don't give her no time to I don't give her the time and space to mess with me no more. Because when I have to sign out and I gotta go to the front desk and I have to sign out to go outside, every time we leave the shelter, we have to sign a form. So I find myself in line signing the form, and sometimes she'll get in line right behind me, and she'll be like tapping her fingers, like, "Can you hurry up? My bus is coming. My kid's bus is coming." So she tried to blame me for the fact that she woke up late. Now I'm in line signing out, and she want me to speed up and hurry up. I said, "Do you need something here? Like, are you okay over there? Because you over there tapping your fingers and hoo hee ha ha. And are you okay, sis? Do you need a paper?" I said, "You need this?" She was like, "Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do." And I'm just looking at her like, yeah, I see why you mad. But yeah, every time I have like any kind of contact with her, it's always like, "Sis, you don't even know you. I don't even know you." So then last night I had a chore, right? So the staff members knocked on my door. I didn't know I had a chore. So she was like, "You have a chore. You have to go do your chore now." So I was like, "Okay, no problem." I don't have no problem with doing a chore. I have no problem with being in the shelter, cleaning if I have to, because you're going to have to clean your own house when you get an apartment, whatever. You're going to have to clean it, right? So I was like, I have no problem with doing the cleaning or whatever. So I got up out of my bed, went into the bathroom, got all my cleaning supplies and everything. So I'm in the staff's office trying to get all the cleaning supplies together because they have like gloves, they have paper towels, they have all the cleaning supplies, the spray, the stuff to spray the mirrors down and stuff like that. So I'm in there getting all my stuff. So the girl that's always sucking her teeth at me, she out in the hallway looking at me. I'm in the office minding my gosh darn business. She's sitting out in the hallway with the mop or the broom, like she waiting for me to walk past. She looking at me like, "Are you almost done? Cause you can walk on past, cause I'm cleaning the floor, so you need to walk past." Like, you could have just been cleaning the floor and not worrying about what I'm doing. You always worrying about me. I'm in the office minding my damn business, and you looking at me like trying to intimidate me. Like she out in the hallway looking at me like this. Are you gonna walk past now because I'm sweeping the floor? So I'm looking at her like I didn't give her no eye contact. Girl, I just walked out in the hallway with my cleaning supplies, with my stuck my boobs up in the air and walked like I was walking on air, like I was walking on clouds, sis. I don't know what your problem is, but girl, I got something for you over here. No one's scared. Nobody's scared. So she want to intimidate me, and she think I'm scared of her. Like, I don't know what your problem is, baby. I don't know if you're a lesbian or whatever your problem is, baby, but don't come over here with that bull crap. I'm not interested. And if you want to come and be nasty and aggressive and all that stuff, I don't know why. Because I don't talk to you. I don't eat none of the food in the building. I never sit in it. I'm never in a day room. I mind my damn business. Yes, it will definitely get better. I haven't been to a shelter. I think no, don't. I would. I mean, if you don't have anywhere else to go, the shelter is a good place. If you don't have anywhere else to go, because I would rather be there than be like sleeping in a cold car or sleeping on the streets. I'd rather be in the shelter. I always say poor planning on your part doesn't contribute to an emergency for me. Because an emergency for me. Yeah, I mean, if it ain't no place for you to be, hey, it's fine. No problem. That's how you feel. Because I'd rather be in the shelter than be on the streets. So the streets can be a very crazy place. You know, it's dangerous on the streets too, for sure, especially as a woman. But I think it's dangerous on the street for anybody, a woman or a man. It's just dangerous out here. You just don't never know what somebody gonna do or whatever. That comment was about the woman snapping her fingers at you. Yeah, she was like at the desk tapping her fingers. She was like this. You know, when someone's tapping their fingers, that means that they're bored. They want, you're not moving fast enough, basically. So I'm like, no, this lady isn't. And I'm sitting there just trying not to look at her. I said, do you need a paper? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. And I looked at her like, and I don't give her no eye contact. I don't look her in her face or nothing like that. But I'm like, I said, you need a paper, sis? You need a paper? Like, am I moving too slow? And every time I have any kind of contact with her, she's always giving me attitude. And then last night when I had to do my chore, when I was done my chore, I had to go mop the bathroom, right? So there was two other girls that was mopping floors because they were doing their chores too. So I went to the staff's office. I told the staff, I said, listen, the bathroom is clean. I did all my chore in the bathroom. I wiped the toilets, did all that stuff. I said, you can go check it if you like, because I know they have to check the chores and make sure the stuff got done. So did all that, went and got the broom, swept the floor. I go get the mop. So I'm walking back through the day room. The big chick say something to me. The chick that don't really like me. She say something to me. She was like, she said a name that she thought was mine. She was like, is your name so and so? I said, no, that's not my name. I said, my name is so and so. I corrected her with the name. She was like, oh, well, you got to clean that hallway over there. So I said, that hallway is not on my chore list. So no, I won't be cleaning that. I won't be cleaning that. I looked her dead in her face when I told her that. I said, no, I won't be cleaning that because I said it's not on my list. I said that chore list right there, it says clean the bathroom. It didn't say clean the bathroom and the hallway. So yeah, I said, I'll just talk to staff about that. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'll just inquire with staff. And she was like, she ain't say nothing. She was like, well, I said, yeah, well, you're not staff. You're not staff. You don't tell me what to do. Like, I'm supposed to listen to you and go clean the hallway. I said, sis, nah, I know how to read and stuff like that. I said, I'll inquire with staff on that one. So she was looking all stupid and dumb. So when I walked away, she was talking, talking smack. And I just ignored her. I said, girl, listen, you're not a staff. You don't work here. Who are you to tell me to go clean the hallway? I said, the hallway is not on my chore list. Usually at the rest area or a truck stop. That comment was about the woman. Oh, I'm usually at a rest area or a truck stop. Oh, you're a truck driver? Are you a truck driver? Look at me looking around. You gotta be vigilant. You gotta be vigilant of your surroundings and see what people got going on, honey, because you just don't never know what kind of psychopaths are lurking around in parking lots. But yeah, she's just a disgruntled woman, and I talk about it because it's an incident. And she's the only one in the shelter at this place that I kind of have an issue with, and I'm just trying to understand, like, what's your problem? What is your problem? But I understand what the problem is. The problem is you're a bully. And you're probably disgruntled and upset with your life because from what I'm hearing, they said she got like 3 kids. I don't really never see the kids because, like I said, I'm never there. But she does have a child, and you got to get out there and put your kids on the bus or whatever you got to do. Like, sis, I don't know. You probably mad the fact that you a single mom. You don't have, I don't know. I don't know. And I think she's trapped in there. She ain't got nothing else to do but sit there and be talking to other women. And I said, girl, listen, I can come and go as I please, baby. I don't have nothing holding me back in here. Hello, how are you doing? Corn. I'm just gonna say corn. I don't know how to pronounce Capricorn. Okay. ATL Capricorn. Okay, I see it. You must be from Atlanta. Yeah, I see 22 people watching me, guys. Can everybody give me a thumbs up, please? That helps people find my channel. I would appreciate that. If everybody could give me a thumbs up. Are you here watching? Can you just give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, please? That helps me get out there on YouTube. Mm. Mm. Hey, how you doing? What's going on, lady? How are you? Good to see you. How you been doing? Just doing my little hour live stream. Once I reach an hour, I'm going to shut this off. Didn't do much today, y'all. I just went to the gym. You got some. I see you got bullies lurking. Oh, is people bullying me already? I didn't even notice. I did not even notice. I was talking about the girls at the shelter. The bully girl at the shelter. And some people was like, oh my God, I couldn't live like that. Like, I don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? If I had a choice and an option to be somewhere, I'll be there. Like, if I had a choice to have a place to go, I would be where I gotta go. I'm only at the shelter because I have to be there. I'm not there because I want to be. Trust me. I watched your recent video, but I've been working a lot. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. How old is your son? That's okay. I know you guys, y'all watch me and come back. You gotta live your life. You gotta live your life. Everybody's working and doing what they gotta do for life. So, but I've been okay, trying to make the best of the situation. Just still putting one foot in front of the other every single day, getting up, doing what I need to do for self, and just praying that this second job could find me soon. I can get called in for an interview and that things will work. Only 13 years old. Okay. And that things could just work in my favor soon and I can get this job. Because once I get this job, I'm going to get 2 weeks worth of pay and then I'm going back to the extended stay. So I'm headed back to the extended stay and I'm going to stay there until I can't stay there no more. I'm going to stay there until I can find me an apartment but then I'm like, how am I going to find an apartment if I'm paying for an extended stay? It's going to be crazy. It's going to definitely be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But I'm grateful though. I'm grateful. Even though I talk about the shelter, I'm happy to be there because at nighttime it is comfortable in my bed, The girls don't come into my room. The only thing it was when I had first went into the room, this one girl used to always come into the room because she was always talking to this other chick in my room. And I used to be like, well, for some reason that girl went home. So I was like, thank God. God just works things out. Do you know the tricks of staying at an extended stay? No. What are the tricks of staying at an extended stay? I mean, I stayed at this extended stay before and it was $350 a week. So I had to go because I ran through my savings staying there and I went through my savings and I had to go. But I didn't know there was tricks. I just knew, I had a bed, I had a refrigerator, I had a shower. But I don't really want to stay at the extended stay I stayed at before. I want to go to another extended stay. If I can find me another one, I'm going to start doing my research to see what I can find. But I didn't know there were tricks with this extended stay I stayed at. You can stay there as long as you need to. Like as long as you're paying the rent, they let you stay there. But I didn't know there were tricks to it. I didn't know they had tricks to the extended stay lifestyle. Book the room for 9 to 12 months. Pay weekly. After 30 days, the taxes drop, so the weekly rates drop. Oh, okay. The key to book is for months. Okay, I did hear something like that, but I thought that was only for like a hotel. I believe this YouTube channel is going to grow. It is growing every day. I get subscribers every single day. People are finding me. People are finding me. Also call the reservation line. I don't book on the app or the front desk. Oh, okay. I did hear about that. But I heard that was just for like, because some hotels run as extended stays, but this place that I stayed at, it was literally an extended stay. Like you just paid a $350 or you pay monthly or whatever, and it's yours as long as you're paying for it. You can stay, but yeah. Call the reservation line to book it on the app or the front. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm looking at this plane flying in the sky. Yeah, the YouTube is growing every day. I get subscribers every day. I'm almost at 4,000. Try stealing online pickup orders from Chipotle, Five Guys. Try stealing online pickup orders from Chipotle. You talking to me? Telling me to steal it? I don't want that stuff. I try not to eat that food every day. I really try to get some things that are like healthy for me because being out in the streets like this, I'm not eating too healthy. So when I'm able to get a hold of like a salad or some vegetables, I'd be happy to get them. Also call their reservation. Hello, everybody. I see 26 people here watching me. I hope everybody gave me a thumbs up. Hope everybody showed me a little bit of love and gave me some thumbs up when they came in the room. I appreciate you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I like Chipotle though. But Five Guys, all that greasy stuff. Oh God, I try to stay away from fast food as much as I can, but when you're out here, it's like you don't have a choice but to eat the crappy stuff, you know? And today I had a fish sandwich from McDonald's, and that's my meal. That's my one meal a day. That is my one meal a day. And of course, I had like snacks and stuff inside my car that I keep, but for the most part, that's why I can't wait to get settled so I can go back in and make me some rice and beans or something, rice and peas, rice and beans, just start making real food again. Real food, real vegetables, you know? I can't wait. I can't wait to do that. Why would you tell her to steal? This is ridiculous. She wouldn't need to do that. Yeah, I don't have to steal anything. And I'm not I'm not like hurting for money where I can't eat. You know what I mean? I can go get me a sandwich. Like today I had a fish sandwich from McDonald's. I don't have to steal any food from places. You know what I mean? Get myself in trouble for stealing because you can get arrested for stuff like that. You know what I mean? Who has time to be doing that? Not me. Now, I can see a homeless person that's probably homeless on the streets. They might go in there and try to steal stuff, but no, I'm not. How did your day go? I had a good day. A pretty good day. I had a good day. I didn't go to church. I told you guys that I wasn't going to be going to that church anymore with my sister. So I'm trying to find me another Pentecostal church. So, yeah, I'm gonna find me another church. And there's churches everywhere. There's churches like there are liquor stores on every corner. So there's churches everywhere too. So I'm gonna find me my own church home really, really soon. But I had a pretty good day. I didn't like the fact that I didn't go to church. Like I wanted to go to church today, but unfortunately, it's good for me to stay away from my sister and her husband as much as I possibly can. That's a good thing for me to do. I'm here just checking on you. You should notify me. I'm here just checking in there. You should notify me. Okay. But yeah, I didn't go to church today, and I was kind of upset about it, but such is life, right? It's cold, but it's not really that cold out there. It's cold, but it ain't no frosty yet. But I had a good day, y'all. Pretty boring day, but I had a pretty good day. Pretty boring day. Yeah, I know God understands. I wanted to go though, but I gotta stay away from my sister because if I see her in church, I'm gonna be triggered. And I don't like her or her husband, so I need to stay away. I need to stay away. And I know God understands and God knows. God knows what I'm going through. You know, God knows the people in my life that are that are being not so great to me, and I can't worry about it. I just have to remove myself. I like to remove myself. Like I remove myself from the shelter with these girls doing the stuff that they're doing. Was this one in particular girl, but I'm not a fighter. I'll fight if somebody hit me, it's on and popping. But um if I can remove myself from a negative situation, I'm going to just remove myself in silence. That's how I am. I'll just remove myself in silence. I'm not going to. Now, if somebody lay their hands on me, that's a different story, but I will remove myself in silence. No, I'm still in the shelter. I'm still there. I'll be there until I find shelter somewhere else. I'm still there. I'm just out today because I leave the shelter every day. I don't stay in the shelter all day. I don't want to. So, but I'm still there. I don't have anywhere else to go. So I'll be there until I be there. And then right now would be really nice for me to have like some oodles and noodles or something. I would like to have some oodles and noodles like right now. If I could. If I could. But I had a pretty good day. It was a boring day. I went to sleep in my car for a little bit. I didn't sleep long. Sometimes you could be tired and just a little 10 or 15-minute cat nap will just do the trick. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't leave the shelter. I wish I could leave the shelter. I wish I had somewhere to go other than that place. I'd be happy. Hello, Miss Justice. How are you? Trying to get my water drunk, child. I don't drink water, barely. I don't drink water enough. I wish I did leave the shelter, but no, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I did not leave the shelter. I wish I could. One day soon. One day soon. 2026 is going to be my year. Like I said, 2026 is going to be my year of restoration because I know that I'm going to get out of there in 2026. They don't let you microwave. No, you can't microwave. You can't bring any outside food there. And I know if I bought some microwave food there, like something to heat up and eat it there, those girls are going to be like, they're going to be, first of all, if I go to the shelter and I'm like, they have a day room, and that's where all the girls hang out at. They hang out in the day room. Some of them probably hang out in each other's room or whatever, but nobody comes in my room because I'm in there with these three other white chicks, and then it's this other black girl. But most of us in the room that I'm in are like newer girls. So I would never, if I'm going to eat anything, I have to eat in the day room around them other women that I don't even want to be around. So that's why I never eat there. If anything, in the morning, they'll be like, "Do you want to take your breakfast with you?" I'll say, "Yeah." So I think I took my breakfast with me like twice, but I never eat. I never ate dinner there. I never had lunch there. I don't want to be around those women at all. They should have the women with the kids separated from the women that don't have kids. We should be separated. Even a day room. There should be a separate day room for the single women, and there should be a separate day room for the women that have kids. Because it doesn't make sense for you to try to mix us all together. Do they feed you? Yeah, we eat. They serve us 3 meals a day. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Nope, you can't bring no food from the outside. And if I did bring something from the outside in there, those girls are going to snitch. They're going to tell. They'll tell because they don't like me anyway. I guess they don't like me because I'm not mixing in with them. I don't mix well with them. So I'm not mixed into the clique. And that's why they don't like me because I don't run with the crowd. I kind of just be on my own, just watching. I'm watching you. But I don't need to. I don't mix well with crowds. Especially negative girls, like negative women. They cussing and fussing, and there's kids around there, so they don't have no respect for the kids that's there. Like they're cussing and foul language, slamming doors, cussing out staff members, and I'm just like, I don't really understand how y'all get away with that. Because if it was this was my other shelter, that other shelter was ran. It was a Christian conservative shelter, so all that stuff they would have kicked you out. I don't see how y'all let these girls get away with stuff. What I'm seeing at this shelter, I see that the staff members in this shelter let they be trying to be the girls' friends. They be trying to be cool with the chicks instead of being like the person that's in charge. Y'all are staff members. Y'all can tell these girls, listen, don't do that again, or I'm gonna write you up. They be too scared to tell the girls what they need to hear. They don't want to tell the girls what they need to hear. Yeah, they don't want to tell the girls what they need to hear. Oh, okay, good. If I was find a way to send you money for a car drink warmer, would you use it? It would take a while to make a couple of noodles, but it will work. Oh no, I do have a it's okay. I mean, I would like to have a couple noodles tonight, but it's all right. Like, I'm okay. I'm not starving or anything, and I'm not even hungry, but tonight it would be nice to have some oodles and noodles. But I can make that stuff. Like, I can make whatever I make when I go to work. So it's no big deal. I'm good. I am good. I appreciate you guys saying that. Some people are like, oh, I got a spare room. I got a spare room. But most of the time, it's always not around my way. So, and I don't know how I would feel like moving into someone else's space that I guess it would be like a roommate situation. So, but people always offer me things, and I appreciate you guys for that. What is a car drink warmer, though? Oh, I know what you're talking about. A car drink warmer where I can put the cup inside. Okay. So I know they got some things like USBs that you can buy, like a car. I could buy like a USB coffee cup. But I don't want to have all that in my car because, today when I got my coffee, I just got a 12-ounce coffee. I love cup of noodles. Yeah, me too. I like the ramen. I love ramen noodles. That's another thing I can't wait to make when I get my apartment or something. I can't wait to make like some fresh ramen. I got these noodles that's in my storage, and I want to make it the Korean noodles, or I don't know if they call them Chinese noodles or whatever they call them, but I can't wait to make some fresh noodles. Oh, it's a portable one, and you would always a USB. Yeah, yeah. Gas stations have microwaves. Yeah, I know, but a lot of gas stations, girl, I wouldn't even attempt to go to because you might not make it out, child. So, but it's okay. I'm good. The cup of noodles that I have here are noodles that you have to have a bowl for anyway, so it's okay. It is okay. I'm not hungry anyway, but it's a nice night to have a cup of noodles. It really is a nice night to have some nice ramen, like some fresh made ramen noodles, and you have your own like, what do you call it, the soup to the noodles. Make a boiled egg, cut up the green onions to put in there. Like, oh, I can't wait to make some ramen from scratch. I can't wait to make the ramen from scratch. But I had a good day, y'all. I can't complain. Put together an Amazon wish list so we can know what you need. Oh, right now I really don't need anything because, like I said, I'm in my room. I don't need anything, to be honest. But I said when I get a place, like when I land and probably get an apartment or something or a house, I probably would do an Amazon wish list then. But right now, I really don't need anything. But I appreciate that though. But I will one day, like when it's time for me to move into a place, I will do an Amazon wish list because a lot of people do that. You know what I mean? But I don't need anything now, to be honest, because all I do now is work and go back to the shelter. All I do is work, go to the gym, go to the shelter. Work, go to the gym, go to the shelter. And certain things I do on my days off, I just catch up on the things that I need to do. And I'd be just bored with doing the same crap every single day. I'm bored with that. I'm tired of it. Because I remember when I was in the other shelter, I had like a week and a half vacation, which was really nice. That was really nice. And I was like, damn, I wish I had that 2-week vacation now. I got your back. Oh, thank you. I'm going through it too, but I'm willing to help. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the shelter. I'm taken care of. I do have a job. So if there's things I need, I just buy it. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I move at some point, I might say, hey, let me do an Amazon wish list for like a housewarming thing. But I would do that down the line when I get like my first apartment or my first condo or my first house. Like, if I land something like that, I will do a wish list. I will definitely do a wish list when that time comes. But right now, I don't really need anything. But I appreciate that though. I appreciate you guys for always being here, always coming with your kindness. That's appreciative. I'm appreciative of that. I just hate the fall because now it gets dark earlier and it's still really early. It's like 6 o'clock and time is just kind of dragging on, and I need for like 8 o'clock to hit so I can just go back to that shelter and go get in bed. And those girls that I'm in the room with, right? They don't really bother me. They just be doing their own thing. But I'm like, how do y'all sit here all day and do nothing? That would drive me crazy. That would be enough for me to go get a job. Just having nothing to do. I don't understand it. So the one girl that's the white chick that's in my room, she's a roommate. She's all right. I don't trust her, but she's okay. So she was like, yeah, I got to get my birth certificate. And she said that she's 50 years old. She did say her age and stuff. And she was like, she don't have her family. She said her family is sick of her. And she had an issue with drugs and alcohol. And she said she was married. She said her husband died. So I'm always curious to know, like, how somebody got in their position. So she was talking and I was listening, I was listening to her story and I was trying to encourage her to let her know. I said, listen, you got to get your birth certificate and stuff so you can get a job. Even if you get a job at the Dollar Tree or something, at least you have some money in your pocket. And I said, you're able to, I told her, I said, don't feel hopeless. I mean, don't look at me as, oh, she got a car, she got it made. Now, since I pay for this car too, like I pay for this car every month. So, but I said, don't lose hope. She's like, oh, how am I going to get here? How am I going to get there? Stop saying how you're going to get somewhere. Let's just get the job first. Get the documents that you need. If she said the shelter is going to help her get her social security card and it's going to help her get a birth certificate. Good. It starts from there. Great. Get your paperwork so that you can find a job. I told her, I said, that's the first step of you trying to get yourself together. She was like, but I'm 50 years old and I'm too old now. I said, you're never too old to start over again. I'm 45 and I'm starting my life again. But she was like, oh, I had a crappy life. And I said, listen, you're not alone. We're all here for a reason. We've all lost something somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We've all made mistakes and stuff. But I said, don't make yourself feel bad because you're 50 and you got to start, 50, 60-year-olds, they got to start their life again. Like restart over from losing a spouse or losing a job or whatever. So I was in there talking to her. I said, I wish a lot of the other girls in the shelter could get together and we can all talk and tell each other stories and say, hey, what can we do to help each other out in some kind of way. And I'm not saying use me because I'm not a taxi cab, right? So I'm not, because I have a car on me, I'm gonna be taking you all around where y'all need to go. What can we do to help each other like feel okay? Because I see a lot of people are angry there, a lot of mad women. So what can we do to talk about our situations and what we can do to not do the things that we did in the past to make things better for our future? That's what people should be talking about. Not sitting here hating on someone and looking down on somebody and saying, oh, she's never here anyway. Like, stop the hate. Let's do what we can do to help each other. Like, how did you get here? How did you get in this situation? How did you get in this situation? How did you? How did you? How did you? That's what we should be talking about. But of course, they're too immature to have those kind of conversations. But my roommate, she does talk about it. I don't blame you for not staying at the shelter. I've been to a shelter and it's very toxic. Yeah, we're all in the same situation, so you would think that we will all like have like a sisterhood, but people are just, they don't want to, they see we all struggle. Like if you got him, one thing my roommate did say, she was like, oh, maybe we can get a job and we could do the roommate thing, but I don't know about that because really I don't know you like that. But I guess it would be the same as getting a roommate, like looking on Facebook Marketplace, getting a roommate. It's really the same thing. I really don't want a roommate, to be honest. I really could just go out here and get it out the mud on my own. I don't want to be in a roommate situation with anybody. But it was nice that she was talking that way, saying that we could get together and try something. She was like, it would be nice if a lot of the girls here could get together and try something, try. That was a smart conversation on her hand. I was like, oh, that sounds smart. Stay away from the shelter as much as possible. Yeah, I'm always away from the shelter. So when a person came in my inbox and they left me a message off one of my videos saying that, she was like, oh, you sound, and I didn't think it was like disrespectful. That's how she felt. So I didn't block her or anything. I was like, sis, I was doing the same thing at the other shelter. When I was at the other shelter that kicked me out in the streets at 10 o'clock at night when I got off work, when they kicked me out, I was doing the same thing at the other shelter, staying out the way, staying away from these ghetto girls. Like, they're ghetto chicks. They're Carly B's and sexy red type chicks. I don't want to be bothered with them type of women. Not at all. It's a lot of trauma most of the time. It takes a while to become homeless. It's probably burnt out. So it's probably burnt out. I run away from the negative people, but I do have a compassion and understand. I have compassion and understanding for all the women. I love people. Like, I love humans. Even though I stay away, I just don't like the mean and nasty ones. Like, if you want to be mean and nasty to a stranger that you don't know that has not done anything to you, I have no respect for you at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, but the chick in my room was talking like she kind of was trying to get herself together. And you could be any age and lose stuff and need to build your life again. I said, don't feel bad the fact that you're 50 and you lost. She was like, I don't have any family. I said, well, most of us in here are here because we don't have family. So I said, you're not alone. So me and her be talking, me and the roommate girl. But like I said, I don't trust her either. But I watch the things that I say to her. I watch the conversation. I watch the things that come out of my mouth, because when I'm not at the shelter all day, she could be talking to the girl that don't like me. I don't know. She could be fishing for information from me to run back and tell the other girl, oh, this is what she told me last night. So I watch the conversation that I even had with her. I don't trust none of them. Yeah, it's a lot of trauma most of the time, and I don't know what happened with some of the girls that's in there, and I don't really ask them, but a lot of them are very angry. I see a lot of anger. There's a lot of anger there with the women, and why I don't know, but it's sad, and when they're moms, imagine what the kids are going through when they're moms and they're angry like that. Imagine how they treat their children. If you could treat me like that, and I'm a stranger to you, imagine how you treating your children. If I had a car, I'd rather live in the car than stay in it. I don't live in my car because it's too cold. I don't want to stay in my car in the cold. I don't want to wake up and everything in my car is freezing. Now I stayed in my car in the summertime and I was fine. It was just some nights was a little hot, but when I stayed in my car, I was fine in the summertime. But it was a little hot. It was hot. But I could live in my car. I could stay in my car now, but I can't survive in the wintertime. It's too cold. Even if I have 10 blankets over top of me, it's just too cold. I don't trust sharing places with strangers. I don't either, but I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I don't trust anybody at shelters. Yeah, I don't trust nobody around me either. Like, even if I had to live in an apartment complex, I'm wary of everybody. You just have to always think that somebody else is going to do something to hurt you. So you have to always keep your guards up, man. Thank you. Yes, they stay away. There's a lot of crabs in a bucket. People are negative and nasty. Discernment is key. The biggest test you passed recently is not going to your sister's house. Oh, yeah, with the Thanksgiving thing. That was a trip. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. And then, here we go with the church thing. And me and my sister had a few words in text messages. So God will remove me from places, and He removed me, and I didn't want to be removed from my church because I like my church, and it's a small church, so I am going to run into her, and after that, I'm scared to run into her or nothing like that, and I would still say, hey, how you doing, or whatever, and that's it. I just leave it at that. But I'm not going to ever not like speak to her if I saw her in church. But I just think it's time for me to move on and find my own way as far as churches and stuff. I think it's time for me to find my own little church that I could find somewhere. It'll be easier for me to continue to move on and heal from my stuff. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, I'm good. People are negative and nasty discernment. I definitely have good discernment. Because when I was telling y'all about the girl when they came outside, and it was so weird that I pulled my car up, and all of a sudden they come walking out. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm a little paranoid thinking why y'all walking outside. But the fact that they came over and walked past my car, I thought they was going to go get in another car, but they didn't get into a car. They just kind of went off into the night somewhere, and I couldn't see because it was so dark. But as soon as I jump out of my car, they want to come try to walk past me, and that's when I went around the other side of my car because I didn't know what was going on. Because I know it's the big chick that don't like me, so I don't know. She could have hit me upside the head or spit on me. Like, anything could have happened. I don't know. But I felt like I needed to get away at the time, and the girl was saying to me in the comments, she was like, you can't be running away from them. I said, I'm not running away from anybody. I'm protecting myself. I don't know what these girls would have did to me if they would have came past my car and I'm standing there. I don't know. You did right. I promise you that was from Satan. I had such a bad feeling about it, and good. Yeah, I just felt when I feel something in my heart that something is not right, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm just paranoid. It's nothing. I have to always be on guard. Always be on guard, man. Even last night when I was doing my chores and the lady told me to do my chores, guess what? I put my gospel music in my ears. I put my earbuds in and I was listening to my gospel music. I was listening to my gospel music. I was praying before I went over there, and I pray. I'm going to pray to God. If you have health insurance, you should consider therapy. I've done therapy already. I don't have time for therapy right now. It's beneficial. And I have done therapy in the past year. This is my therapy. When I come on social media and I talk about it, that's a form of therapy for me. I have done therapy before. I think I stopped therapy like 2 months ago, but you know, therapy is a good thing, but I don't feel like I need therapy, but this is a form of therapy. Me talking on social media is how I therapize. That's how I do it for myself. So yes, ma'am. Always keep your head on the swivel. You know what to do. But this is my therapy when I come and talk about it. So whenever I come on here and say, "Oh my God, this happened last night," people be like, "Oh, you talking about people?" And no, I'm talking about my experience. It's a difference between talking about people and talking about my experience. I talk about the things that I see, and especially if things come across me and they step on my toes. It's things that happen that I don't even speak about. So, you know what I'm saying? Me talking about it is therapy for me. This is like my YouTube channel is like a journal for me. It's a journal because I talk about my life in a homeless shelter. So, but I've had therapy. I think I stopped therapy like 2 months ago. Always keep your head on the swivel. You know what to do. Yes, amen. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? You're wise, and I believe you will be out of the 2026. Like I said, Lisa, it's gonna be my year. I'm good. I can't complain. How you doing? Dope custom designs. How you doing? I'm good. Just sitting in the parking lot, chilling out, talking to my peoples. I'm about to get off in a few minutes because it's almost my hour, but I'm doing good, you guys. I'm doing all right. I'm definitely gonna make it out of this for sure. And I can't wait till I make it out because I'm gonna show y'all one day. I'm gonna have these keys jingling. Y'all gonna see the keys and y'all gonna be like, "Oh, she did it. Oh my God." But I'm still gonna be here doing YouTube. Like even when I land a place, wherever I end up at, I'm still gonna be on here talking. So I'm still gonna be on here talking my talk, encouraging people. And when I get myself settled, man, I'm gonna do something for the homeless. You know what I'm saying? Even if I just make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches once a week and just hand them out to people I see. Something. I'm gonna do something for the homeless people after this is said and done. I'm gonna do something to give back, because I've been here. I know how it is. I know how it is. I'm happy to be for you all the way. Oh, thank you. From California. I know the weather is beautiful out there, right? No cold in Cali. It probably get chilly, but maybe it's never cold, right? I wish I was in California right now, getting some of that California sunlight, that vitamin D. I've been homeless now for 2 years. 2 years in January. Hi, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, it's beautiful in Cali. That's California sun. It's wild out here. I try to keep low, see what's possible, and keep whereabouts at a minimum. Yeah, yeah, man. That's what I do. I try to keep my nose low, mind my business. But I'm minding my business. I'm keeping my head low, but I'm definitely paying attention to my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? What people over there whispering about. And I just think, like, with me, I think a lot of the girls are looking at me like maybe she thinks she's better than we are since she works and she has a car. But it's other girls that work and have cars too. I don't think they mess with them like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it could be. I really don't know. And I really don't care what it could be. Like I said, I think she know now after yesterday when I stood up in her face and said, "I'm not cleaning that hallway." I told her, I said, "I'm not cleaning that hallway." She's gonna try to tell me, "Oh, you need to go mop that hallway too." I said, "First of all, are you staff? Do you run this place? Like, I don't have to listen to you. Who are you?" I looked her right in her face. And I usually don't look people in their eyes, but I looked her in her eye. I looked that devil right in her face and told her, I said, let me go talk to staff about that. And she was looking at me like, I said, "Sis, we don't need the drama because I'm not giving you drama. I don't need the drama because I'm not giving no drama to you. Like, let's stop being the miserable person here. I don't have to sit here and talk to you like you're a 2-year old. Like, let's stop being miserable, okay? Let's stop trying to put your misery on me, okay?" Jealousy, ignore it, and stay from you're going to get. Yeah. And it's other girls in there that work and have cars too. So I'm like, why you on my nutsack? Why you on my nutsack? Not empty. Amen. Not down and out. Yeah. Jealousy, ignore it. Yeah, it's a shame. It's sad how people can be so messy, but something gonna happen, man. I feel it. I feel it in the air that I'm gonna be blessed with something very, very soon. I just can't put my hands on it. I'm gonna be blessed really soon. The blessing is coming, right? I don't know what it is, but I feel it in the air. It's almost coming to me soon, y'all. It's because I've been on this CC streets and living in my car. People can be stalkers, and yes, it's so sad and terrible. It's sad and terrible. I'm homeless because I suffered an eviction 2 years ago. I was evicted out of my apartment for a non-payment. It wasn't for non-payment of rent. It wasn't for non-payment of rent. It was for a lease violation. I've been on the streets and living in my car. People can be stalkers. Yeah, you just got to be careful, man. When I was in my car in the summertime, I always made sure my door is locked. If your door is locked, there's nothing nobody really can do to you unless they try to break your glass. You know what I'm saying? So, and by the time somebody try to break your glass, I mean, you can at least get in the car and try to, drive away or something. Like, there's nothing nobody can do to me. When I was in my car, people were like, "Oh my God, be careful, be careful." I understand y'all saying be careful, but I'm out here and this is my life right now, and I have no choice. Because trust me, if I had a choice, I wouldn't be out in the streets. I wouldn't be sitting in parking lots. I wouldn't be in the summertime. I wouldn't have been living in my car. But if it was summertime, I could stay in my car every night and I'd be fine. All I need is a Planet Fitness membership to take a shower. But if I'm able to stay in a shelter, I was in my car in the summertime and I got tired of living in my car. I got tired of being so cramped up. I felt like I needed to have space. You know what I'm saying? The car was okay for sleeping, but throughout the day, on my days off, I was like, felt like I was like my car was closing in on me. Like I had no space. I had no room. Yeah, I can get out of the car and take a walk or do this or do that. But at a while, I was like, okay, it's hot out here now. Because when you're in the car, it gets hot in the summertime. But you have something special about you. That's why, baby, when you chosen as the target, the targets are on my back for sure. Even my family, even my sister, the targets is on my back from her. Like I just be like, damn, what the heck is going on? But I understand. I understand the spiritual battle that I face, and I face it every day. Do you have AC and heat? Yeah, for sure. I have AC and heat. Yep. But in the summertime, you can't run your AC and heat all the time. Like you can't run your stuff all the time. Why would I tell you how much I make hourly? Does anybody ever talk about their finances? I don't think so. Do you have AC and heat also? Yeah, I got AC and heat for sure. In my car, yeah. But in the summertime, some nights it would be hot. And I would get up and run the AC, let the car cool off a little bit, and then I'd fall back to sleep. And then, of course, an hour later, it's hot again. But for some reason, in the summertime, when I'm sleeping, I can't feel the heat. I can't feel that I'm hot because I'm sleeping. So I'm responsible for money, meaning that is what led you to your current situation. Are you responsible for or respond? I didn't get evicted for non-payment of rent. That's what I said to you a few minutes ago. It had nothing to do with money. And none of your business what she makes. I just like when you asked me about why did I get evicted, it wasn't for non-payment of rent, so it had nothing to do with money. My eviction had nothing to do with money. So that's where I leave that at. Having a job is keeping you afloat and making you have reasons to buy gas, food. Having a job is keeping you afloat. Yeah. I am homeless. I live in a homeless shelter. When you live in a homeless shelter, you're still considered to be homeless. If you don't have an address that you have your mail sent to and a place that you rest at every night or sleep in, you're homeless. I am homeless. I live in a homeless shelter, so I don't have shelter. I don't have my own apartment or house, so it's technically considered to be homeless. And some people that are homeless, they may have a job, but they don't make enough money to even pay rent. They don't make enough money to pay rent. But I'm glad that I have a job. I'm glad I have some money coming in. I can get a sandwich here and there and get some stuff that I need. But, it's still hard. I still need a second job. And still having a second job, it's going to help. But it's still, like, it just feels like it's never enough. Her being homeless doesn't mean she has to disclose her personal income to you. Yeah, I don't talk about my money. I remember one of my neighbors had the nerve to ask me, how much do you make an hour? And I looked at her like, does anybody talk about their money? Nobody talks about their finances. You may need to leave CCC. What does that mean? What does CC mean? Your vehicle is your shelter in itself is always a blessing and beats being on the street. Yeah, I'm grateful. I always say I'm grateful for my car, but like I said, I'd rather stay in the shelter in the wintertime than stay in my car in the wintertime because staying in your car when it's cold is not fun. So, do I like my job? Yeah, I like my job. I do. I do. I like my job. I complain and I say stuff about the job, but I really actually like it. I do like it. Oh, my thing is still running. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. I didn't realize this thing was still on. And it is definitely still running. That's why I heard that noise. I do like my job, guys. I do. If you decide on shelter, where will you keep your car? What do you mean? If I decide on shelter, where would I keep my car? My car's at the shelter. I don't understand the question when you say, if you decide on shelter, where will you keep your car in the meantime? My car goes wherever I go. Hello to all the people that's watching me. Wow, I see 43 people watching me. Can you guys give me some thumbs up, please, if you haven't already? Because if you give me a thumbs up, that helps my channel. It helps me grow. I appreciate it. What time do you have to be back at the shelter? I don't really have a specific time. I just go back whenever I feel like it. But tonight I'm probably going to go back within like the next hour so I can just lay back and relax, get some rest. Oh, from my understanding, my city, the shelters have no parking for the week for the sheltered. Oh, okay. Yeah, all shelters are different. It doesn't matter what work. I'll do anything at this point. Like anything that's productive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not picky about it. Whoever calls me for an interview and the job actually works out with the hours that I work now, I'm going to take whatever I can get for now, just so I can get out of that place. You won't be homeless for long. Just keep God and pay attention to your signs. Amen. I agree. Thank you. I don't like shelters. They let people stay there all day. It usually attracts lazy people who don't want to do anything. Yeah, that's what a lot of girls are at the shelter and they're just lazy. And when I got there, I was like, when I had my first interview, when I first had went there, they were like, "Oh, well, some of these girls staying here all day." Because I was thinking that I said, "Is there a certain time that we have to be out in the morning and stuff like that?" She was like, "No, girl, some of these girls stay in bed all day." I'm just like, "Oh, okay. Well, I won't. I'm not that girl because I have a job. I have a job." Sending you positive vibes and virtual hugs from UK. I love your honesty and spiritual knowledge. Oh, thank you. Hello from Vancouver, British Columbia, British Canada. Hello. It is terrible here. Socialist politics have ruined this great city. Oh God, I'm sorry to hear that. Car note and insurance is crazy. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. Tell them you're in school instead of saying you have another job. Sometimes disclosing your job status can make them jealous. Yeah. Everybody, like in a shelter, everybody knows everybody's business. They're either figuring you're working. And if I was in school, they'd probably be looking at my car like, "Oh, she got a nice car." They always clocking you. They already know. UPS can have a great career path. You can start as a loader and can become a driver. Their drivers make over six figures with great benefits. They are jealous of you because you have a job. Yeah, I guess so. I guess they are. But I'm grateful to be able to get out. And see, I think they're miserable because they're stuck in there all day. Like a lot of the girls, they don't have anywhere to go all day. They're just sitting around all day, talking about each other, yelling, screaming, cussing, and fussing. So I just be like, y'all are miserable because y'all are stuck in this place. But at least you have a shelter. And I know it has to get boring because I be looking at them like, ain't y'all bored sitting up in here all day? Ain't y'all bored? No to your future job interviews. Don't disclose that. Say you're in school and give them the hours you can work. I know. And the funny thing was, right, the girl last night, the girl I was talking to, she was like, "Oh, you be out early in the morning. You be leaving early. What time you got to be to work? Like none of your business, sis." I get the questions. Like even people on YouTube try to ask me these questions. Certain things I'm just not going to answer because some things is just none of your business. Some things are just none ya. You know. Stop asking me about certain things because you're not going to find out what hours I work, what time I get off, and all this stuff. Don't worry about it, sweetie. That's my problem. Don't worry, you ain't clocking me. She's like, you be up early. What time you got to be to work? What time you get off work? What days you off? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's my business. So you can go run and tell the little cronies down the hallway. Like, I don't know what she do when I'm not there. She's probably talking to the tall girl. In your future job interviews, it seems like you're likable and decent woman. You make anything possible, but God is separating you from certain people and keep it like that. Yeah, amen. Yeah. Wait, what? What? I don't understand what you're asking me. What's up with lounge? Wait a minute. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I hate the winter time. I hate when it's cold, man. I hate when it's cold. I'm ready for spring. What do we have? It's gonna be January, February, March. We got like 2 more months. Then we got January too. Ooh, December, January, February, March. We got 3 months left, and it'll go by fast, right? Time goes fast, so it'll go by fast. The dude commented. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're saying. What up with lounge? Wait a minute. I don't know what that. I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand. I don't understand. I guess you guys are talking amongst yourselves, and that's fine. I love when I see y'all talking. Y'all be talking to each other in the comments. It's fun. It's fun. It's pretty fun to see you guys are talking. Some people be arguing in comments and stuff like that, but Dag, I got 50 people watching me. 50 people. 50 people. Can you guys make sure you give me thumbs up when you come into the room, please? Let me get some thumbs up, please. I appreciate y'all for coming by here, checking me out. Let me know where you found me from. How did you guys find me? Did you find me on a live video? Did anybody find me on a live video? Thanks for the hearts. I see them coming in. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Amazing, amazing. Tomorrow's Monday. What do you guys got going on tomorrow? You guys going back to work? Let me know. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below. Whew. But I had a good day, y'all. I can't complain. I had a good day, y'all. Pretty good day. It was a boring day. It was lonely. I'm not going to lie. It was a little lonely day, but I got through it, right? That's all that matters. As long as we can get through the day, that's all we need. Let's get through the day. Let me know. But I'm ready for spring. So we got 3 months left. Yay. 3 more months till spring. Wintertime is just dark and everything is closing early. Like nothing. Then you got the snow, that potential snowfall. Like, come on. This is crazy. I can't believe it. But I'm proud of myself. I pat myself on the back. I give myself grace. I give myself space. You understand what I'm saying? I give myself grace. I give myself space to heal. This is my journal. I talk about it. I talk about it. They said snow, but I'm glad the snow missed us. I'm glad the snow missed us. We don't live near the Great Lakes. Thank God. Thank God we're not by any of the Great Lakes. Let me know in the comments below. Y'all know Sunday, everything closed early on Sundays, honey. I got a nice voice, huh? Sorry, I messed up his name. It's okay. It's all right, you guys. I like everybody talking and communicating. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below. I'm ready for winter to be over. I'm ready for winter to be over. To be a thing of the past. I'm over this coldness. And we just starting off winter, right? It just started, Brad. It Just started. Oh my God. So do you guys make YouTube content? If anybody make content, let me know that you make content so I can go and check out your channel. If you make content, let me know you make content. Say something in the chat. Let me know you make content, and I'll screenshot it, and I'll go check you out. I always support people that support me. I appreciate you guys. I hope that everybody gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate you. I thank you. I see you. I see the chat. I see the comments. And some comments I'm not going to answer because I don't have to. Just because someone asks me a question, it doesn't mean I have to answer it. So if it's something that I don't want to answer, I don't have to. I just ignore it. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is, guys. Let me know. Two girls want to ride for me. One of the girls was trying to ask me to hang out, and I just looked at her like, "What? What are you asking me?" I said, "Sis," I told her I worked 2 jobs, and I told her I had a boyfriend. I was like, "Nah, I work a lot, and I got a boyfriend. So, what are you doing with your extra time?" I said, "I want my boyfriend." That's what I told her. I want my man. I want my man, my man. So she was like, "Oh, okay." She was trying to like hang out, talking about, "You want to hang out?" I said, "First of all, sis, I don't even know you to hang out." And then on top of that, she's asking me, "Do I drink and do drugs?" Like, do I drink or do drugs? And I just looked at her like, "Sis, do I look like I drink or do drugs?" Like, I do have casual drinks here and there, but I'm not a drinker like that. You know what I mean? But she's looking to try to get away from the shelter. You know, she bored up in there. And I said, "Listen, you got to get your own way up out of here, just like I'm trying to get myself out. Thank God I have a car, but guess what? I pay for this car. I pay for this. I get up off my behind every day to go to work to pay for my stuff. So this was not given to me. It wasn't a gift. It wasn't a gift from old daddy. I'm getting it out the mud. Y'all see me with a car. I got a nice little whip. I know, but I pay for this thing every single month and insurance on top of that. So this ain't just given to me. You know what I'm saying?" But she was like, "Oh, you want to hang out someday?" I'm like, "No. No, I don't want to hang out with you. I don't know you. And I don't just go to the shelter to hang out with random chicks, especially chicks that ain't got nothing going on for themselves. Why would I even allow, like, girl, please. On my worst day, I'd be fine sitting in the park by myself to hang out with half them girls at the shelter. No. We're not opening up those doors to start trying to say, hey, well, what do you do when you're not here? None of your business is what I do when I'm not here. That's what I do. None of your business. Please stop asking me questions like, sis, let's not even open up doors for these kind of conversations. I looked at her like she was a psycho. I said, are you insane? But I'm being nice to her because she's normally nice to me. So she's just trying to probably make a friend. But I said, girl, my life right now, all I do is work. I work, I go to the gym. That's serious for me. Like, that's what I do. I have a routine that I go. And my routine gets boring. Sometimes I'm bored with the routine, but I still got to do and live life every day. But I ain't trying to hang out with no girls from the shelter. Like, what that look like? Nah, sis, I'm good. I'm good, sis. But she be talking like you could tell she's a bored woman. Cause she be in there like, oh, when I come in, she'll be like, hi, how you doing? So I say hi. You know, I'm gonna talk to her. If somebody being nice to me, I'm gonna be nice back and respectful to you. And if you're opening up a conversation, I'm gonna talk to you, right? I'm just not gonna tell any of my personal business that some of y'all be trying to dig for, like personal stuff, like where you hang out, like what do you do when you're not working? Like, stop asking me those questions because you're not gonna get it out of me because it's none of your business. But I am going to have a cordial conversation. Like she was telling me about how she got there and her husband passed away. So she's talking, which is no problem. You know, I don't have no problem with talking to a girl in a clear mindset. But you want to talk about hanging out and I can come with you sometime. I looked at her like, no, you can't come with me no time. No, you can't. Not at all. She needed to get her part. I know, right? And she did tell me and I was trying to encourage her because she said she's 50 years old. So she's older than me. I'm not an aging person. Like, we all getting old, right? So she was like, oh, I need to get my social security card. I need to get my birth certificate back. That should be your main focus is trying to get that and then going to try to find a job instead of thinking that you're going to hang out with me because I have a car. Like, that's what you need to stay focused on. That. And then she was telling me about she get food stamps. So I guess she was trying to put it out there like, you know, you could buy some of my stamps. And I didn't even entertain that conversation. Like, I didn't even entertain that conversation. That is a conversation that I don't even want to think about. So I was just looking at her like, oh, where's this conversation going? Where is this conversation going? I would never buy food stamps from anybody at that place because it's going to turn into a crapshoot. It's going to turn into a shit show. I already know it. Oh, but I gave you certain amount of stamps and you were supposed to give me a certain amount of money and I never got to. Like, it'll be drama. That's a no for sure. I know, right? You need to get a job, right? I know. I don't come to the shelter to hang out with chicks. I don't come to the shelter to make friends. I'm here to try to get me housing. That should be your thing. But I understand that she's there and she's bored. Okay, you wouldn't be so bored if you was up trying to get on that bus to try to go find you a job or something. Because she said the shelter is going to help her, like for her to get her social security card and for her to get her birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? Because you need a birth certificate and a social security card to get a job in America, right? So she said she lost all of that. And she said she's 50 years old, but you 50 trying to hang out with me? Like, sis, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'll pass. I don't need no drama in my life. I'm trying to get myself together. My thing is housing, sis. That's my main priority, is to get the freak out of here, not hang out with a girl from a shelter. And then she asked me, oh, do you do drugs or do you drink? I'm just looking at her like, I said no. In my head, I'm a casual drinker. I have a sip here and there, but I'm not a drinker. I told her, no, I don't drink. I said, I don't drink. She's like, so what do you do? Girl, I work. I go get that money. That's what I do. I go get that money so I can get out of here and get away from you psychotic women that just think that, I don't know, somebody's supposed to hand you something in life. I don't understand it. I really don't understand the motivation of people that they don't even have the motivation. And I go in there at nighttime, she laying in the bed. I say, wow, in my head, I'm like, you've been sleeping all day, huh? You've been sleeping all day, huh? When I left for work, you was asleep. When I got back, you still in the same bed. What? I was just like, oh, wow. But she was telling me about her life and her family. She was like, oh, my family's sick of me. They don't want to help me no more. I said, oh, wow, I understand that. I get it. I get it. But my family really never helped me with anything. So I kind of, my family ain't helping me with nothing. Ain't nobody got to help me with anything if they don't want to. It's not like, they have to help me. I just thought that my family would help me because this is my first time that I've ever lost like this in life. I've always had my own apartments and stuff. This is my first failure. But I can guarantee you after this, a sis will never be homeless again. I can guarantee you this. A sis will never suffer from homelessness again. Because when you're down and out, you ain't really got no help. And that's okay. Something should be doing. Something should be working. Girl, half of them girls in there should have a job, but she's trying to help you when you need it. Yeah, family should, but they're not obligated. They're not obligated to do nothing for me. I'm a grown woman, so my family don't have to do nothing. They don't have to do nothing for me if they don't want to. You know what I mean? They don't have to do a darn thing, But it just hurt me a little bit because I thought that they would try to help me through some things, but they don't have to if they don't want to. And that's okay too, you know what I mean? My brother and my sister. My brother and my sister are the two people in my family that could help because they have the resources, but they don't have to. They don't have to if they don't want to. No one can. You can't force someone to help you out. But I know I speak a lot about this because I would help my family in a time of need. If my brother came knocking on my door and it was cold outside and he said, sis, I don't got nowhere to go tonight, I'm opening my door. There's not going to be a question. I'm not going to be like, well, I'll call you back and don't call. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of stuff they did to me. So I was like, wow, y'all don't care. So it's okay. I'm a grown woman. So I gotta stand up on my own 2 feet. And that's kind of is what it is. I gotta stand on my own 2 feet. It's what it is. I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me because I don't feel sorry for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me because guess what? I don't feel sorry for me. This is my life right now. I don't feel sorry for myself. For what? Why would I feel sorry for me? I just got to get it out the mud. That's it. That's all you can do. Get it out the mud. I don't feel sorry for me. No, ma'am, I don't. I don't feel sorry at all. I just know for moving forward, certain choices that I've made in my past, I can't make them no more. I can't do this again. You know what I'm saying? I won't survive this again. I won't do homelessness again because it's so hard. You know what I mean? And as you get older, this ain't something you want to be doing. I mean, I know there's older people in homelessness right now. The woman in the room, she's 50. And there's another lady, she's in her 60s and she's in there. And that's be like, well, damn, what happened in your life for you to get here? I think about all of them and think about what their story could be. You know what I mean? But I don't ask them unless they tell me. Some people will tell you or whatever, and some people will just, keep to themselves. You don't have to share your story, but I'm fascinated by learning your story. Like, damn, what happened to you? You know what I mean? And there's mothers in there that got like 5 and 6 kids, and they in the homeless shelter. So the homeless shelter is getting money for each head that's in there. They getting money for them kids. And the girl was saying to me when I first went there the first night, she was like, "Well, some of these people stay in bed all day." I said, "Well, y'all allow that? Y'all let that happen?" No. Even if me, I had my place and I had a son that was working age, you're not gonna be sitting in my house all day in the bed. Not I, says the cat. Even the daughter. If I had a daughter that was old enough to work a job, you going to work, baby. Even if you work part time, you're gonna learn to get out there in that world and get to it. I had a stroke at 53 and we gotta start over. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They only care about getting paid. What's the point of family if they don't want to help you? I gotten over the family thing, girl. It is what it is. I gotta let them go. Let them go. Let them go and let God. Let them go. Let go and let God, right? That's all we can do for ourselves. Can't sit and pity all day. You know what I mean? It sucks because it is the holiday season and stuff like that. But a person that don't care, they're gonna show you that they don't care. And I can't force them to care. I can't make someone care about me. I can't go knock on my sister's door and say, you need to let me in. You know what I mean? Knock down that door, like, let me in here. I need a place to stay. Like, I can't force myself on someone. If they're showing me like a man, if you're in a relationship with a man that don't want you, he gonna show you that he don't want you. So what you gonna do? Keep trying to push yourself up on him? Like, nah, you don't want me. I'm cool. Move on to the next. It's a big world out here. Somebody out here going to take me in. And I'm not looking for nobody to take me in. I'm just looking to get my own again. I'm sorry about that. You had a stroke at 53. I'm so sorry. Are strokes brought on by like stress and stuff? I just try to take care of myself the best way I can. I try to go to the gym, keep myself healthy. When the weather breaks and it turns back into spring, I'm gonna be out here doing my exercise again. I can't wait to get back into, my hiking and stuff. Cause girl, it just be too cold out there now to even attempt to do a walk exercise. But yeah, God is good though. Nonetheless, God is still in control of everything, man. God is still in control, and I'm not down on myself. I don't be on here begging people for nothing. Like, it is what it is. This is my life. But people say, "Oh, you're begging. You have a Cash App up." I say, "Yeah, I do have a Cash App up." Because you know what? A lot of people come here and they ask me, "Do you have a Cash App? Do you have a Facebook? Do you have a not a Facebook, but do you have a PayPal?" I'm going to put all my links up there because some people don't have Cash App. So people ask me, "I want to send you some money," and I'm like, "Okay." I'm not going to deny that I don't think anybody's not going to accept money that's being given to them. So people send me Cash Apps for nothing, and I'm grateful for that. I don't ask for it; they just send me money. I'm like, "Oh wow, thank you." Are you supposed to walk every day? You're not. Do you exercise every day? Are you walking? Are you doing? Is that what the doctor told you that you should be doing some kind of physical fitness, right? Because if the doctor is telling you, I mean, you should really be walking and doing some kind of extra exercise every day if you're able to. Because I know some people are probably not able to do certain things physically, but walking is something that you could do it 15 minutes. Just take out a little bit of extra time to do something for your body, because you'll see a change. You'll feel stronger. You know what I mean? Just do the little extra, because I feel my body has changed so much. I feel lighter. I feel thinner. I'm losing weight, but I'm not really in it to lose weight anymore. I just want a strong body. I want a strong body. The doctors told you that. Yeah. Oh yeah. If they told you to walk, you better get out there and try to do some type of physical activity if you can. If you have time in the morning or time at night, take a little bit of time, extra time to yourself to go do an extra walk. Like, you could start off just doing a 10-minute walk. We all got 10 minutes in our lives because we all, when we get off work, we got 10 minutes to do something. Because I was trying to tell my sister, she was complaining about her health and stuff. She's like, "Oh, I eat salads and all that." I said, "Well, that's great, but you still need to physical. You need some physical activity in your life." And I'm not just talking about getting up, going to work. You have to put in that extra time to do the exercise. Taking the extra time, or 10 or 15 minutes. That's all it takes to start off. Just start off very light. 10 or 15 minutes. Go get you some dumbbells from Walmart for them 5-pound dumbbells. Do something. Don't wait for the doctor to tell you, "Oh, you got high blood pressure, you got this, or you got that." Like, we all know it ends up back to doing exercise. Exercise will change your life, man. I know it because it keeps me hanging on. That's why I go exercise every day. 60-year-old wife walks faster than me. Oh, that's good. And she's 16. She out walking. I'm telling you, there's some people. There's this lady that used to be in the gym. I haven't seen her in a while. I hope she's okay. But she had a head full of gray hair, so I know she had to be in her 60s or maybe early 70s. She'd be in there lifting weights and stuff. Some of the older heads are stronger than me. And I'm just like, Dad, I've been exercising and working out for like 13 or 14 years consistently. Yes, there was times that I fell off from exercising, maybe a couple of days, or even I think the longest I fell off from exercising was maybe 2 weeks. And after that, don't feel, "Oh, I fell off anyway, so I might as well stay off." No, get back in there. Because once you get back in there, you're gonna feel good. When you exercise every day, I'm telling you, you feel so good about life. That's the thing that keep me going. Me praying, God, and exercise is the only thing that keep me alive. Because if I didn't know exercise, if I didn't know who God was, and I'm able to pray, I can pray things into existence, pray people out of my life, pray people to leave me the heck alone. I know I got power, man. God got me. Nothing you can tell me. You can't tell me nothing. Because I know I'm not going to be in this situation long, man. It is what it is. I'm in this situation to teach me a lesson. Sometimes God will place you in a situation. Even though I did this to myself, I'm supposed to have been homeless for two years. This is supposed to be happening to me the way it's happening. God will open up doors when it's time for that door to be open for me. You know what I mean? Yeah, so if the doctor is telling you certain things, you better listen to what the doctors are telling you. I mean, I don't believe in everything that doctors do, especially when they start issuing medication out and say that you need it. Like my friend, the guy that I told you about that was in a homeless shelter too, he's on all this medication. And I be telling him, I said, "Listen, you better cut that medication out. All you have to do is put down the alcohol and exercise and better your diet. As soon as you incorporate that exercise, you're going to see over it, like give it a month, you're going to see your body changing. You're going to see yourself getting stronger. But the older we get, you need to lift those weights. We need the resistance. You need to go get some 5-pound dumbbells from Walmart. Carry those in your hand while you're walking. You're going to see a change. You're going to see yourself getting much stronger. I want to be stronger as I age. I don't want to be a wimp, like can't throw a punch. You know what I'm saying? Somebody try to do something to you, can't even get away because you're out of shape. Like, no, I don't want that to be me. And I'm not saying anything about somebody physically attacking me, but I'm just saying you want to be strong, man. You want to be strong. You want to be strong as you can be, especially as we age. You don't want to be frail and fragile and breaking bones. You don't want to be falling out and not able to hold you don't want to be like that. I know I don't want to be. When I'm in my 50s and 60s and 70s, man, I still want to be exercising. I'm still going to be exercising. As long as I'm on this earth, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna keep myself together, somewhat together. Listen to the doctors now. Yeah, listen to them. You gotta exercise, do something, even if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Go out tomorrow and do a 10-minute walk. And we all got 10 minutes to spare, right? The time that you going to bed, like you're gonna go to bed for the night. Take 30 minutes. All you need is 30 minutes. On days that I don't want to exercise, guess what I do? I just get out and do a 30-minute walk. If I don't feel like lifting no weights or getting on the gym floor, I'm tired of Planet Fitness, to be honest. I'm over it. So I need something different to do for myself. I'm over the Planet Fitness stuff. Because I get bored fast and I say I need to change. You know what I'm saying? I need to go to another gym. I wanted to try jujitsu. What is it? Jujitsu? I wanted to try that. Something totally different than what I've ever done in my life. I want to do something different. I'm ready for a change. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about jujitsu, but I'm like, how can I figure out the hours and the hours that I work at my job? I don't know. I have to just inquire. But I was thinking about jujitsu. That sounds interesting. That sounds fun. Do something different. Do something different. Do something fun. I like to have a mixture of different activities that I can do as far as fitness wise. That's it. Hmm. That is it. What did you guys do today? Anybody go to church today? Yeah, listen to your doctors. I just don't believe in all that medication that they be trying to put out there because I'm the kind of and I don't want to take no medication because the medication, the side effects be worse than what you got going on in your body, and the side effects, the things that it's going to damage your liver, your kidneys, your whatever's. So I don't know. I just try to stay away from the pills and stuff. Because my friend, the guy that's at the shelter, he's on all this medication. He was like, "Man, I take medication like Skittles every morning." I said, "Well, you really need to stop taking that crap." I said, "All you got to do is get out here and exercise. You have to take all that stuff." But he seems to be okay with it. So I said, "Man, I wouldn't be taking that mess if I was you." Sorry, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Yeah, but it's fine. Well, I got a lot of people watching me tonight. Well, now it's down to 37. Plantains down to baby aspirin. You just gotta do the best you can do, man. Working out and exercising would be a start. Working out and exercising would be a start. Start walking. Start getting up in the morning, and even if you walk in place in your house, like I don't know if you have a space to work out or exercise in, get you some dumbbells from Walmart. All you need is 5 pounds to start off with. Start doing something. You're gonna feel your body getting stronger. You're gonna feel yourself getting stronger every day, man. Because one thing I don't want is my health to fail. You know what I'm saying? And as we get older, things just get harder and harder. But you'll make it through as long as you're doing what you got to do and, listen to what your doctors are saying. But I don't believe everything doctors say as far as medication. Certain things we don't have to take if we're, incorporating exercise and we're bettering our diet. A lot of this stuff we don't have to do or deal with. Yeah, you should definitely be walking every day if that's what they're telling you. They're telling you to incorporate some exercise in your life, and that's what you should be doing. It's 10, 15 minutes, even if it's a 5 minute walk around the house, go walk around your house. Like, or you live in an apartment complex, walk around the complex. You're gonna come back and you're gonna feel good about yourself. You're gonna feel good, but do that. Start doing that every day, every single day. When I had my daughter is a certain age now. She's a teenager, but when I had her, I was a size 14. I know I didn't want to be a 14. I know I don't want to be a big girl. I don't want to be a BBW. I'm not into that. I like to be small and thin. That's my frame that I want to keep. And guess what I did? I exercised my way out of it. I'm not a size 14 no more. I'm not a size 14 no more because I know I didn't like how I appeared to myself. I didn't like it. So I worked it out and I worked on my own and I did it. And I was in the gym. I've been in the gym for 14 years now. And I would never turn around and go back because I know I like to. And not only that, I do it for my mental health because sometimes I feel better when I exercise. When I start my day and I'm exercising at Planet Fitness, I'm on that treadmill and I'm doing certain things on the elliptical. I feel like I have no problems in the world. It feels like everything is going good in my life. Even when things are crashing down on me, I feel like when I exercise, I feel like everything is all right. And that's an amazing feeling to have for me. That's an amazing feeling to have for me because I need to feel like everything is okay because I always don't feel great. Some days are hard and I'd be like, yo, I'm sick of this lifestyle that I'm living. But, I did this to myself. Nobody else did this to me. I did this to me. So I got to get myself out of it. And that's why when I was in my car in the summertime, I think I was in my car in August. When I woke up one morning, God was like, yo, turn on your camera and talk about your situation. And that's exactly what I did. I talked about my situation and I was like, you know what? You need to share your journey with the world. And that's what I did. And I'm glad that I did this because it's just a good thing. It's like my therapy. Because somebody was like, "Oh, you need to get therapy." I said, "I'm in therapy right now every day. I talk to my people that support me in this journey, and I come in contact with other people that are homeless too. Some people are like, "Oh, I live in my car," or, "Oh, I live with family," or, "Oh, I live in a shelter too," or no. Some people are saying they living on the streets. And so I try to encourage them to keep going. I know it's hard out there. And thank God, I'd be like, thank God I'm in a shelter. I'm not out in the streets. Thank God for that. But and I tell people, I know they don't want to hear shelter. Nobody wants to live in a shelter. I know, but I'd rather be in a shelter than be out in the cold streets. Because out here, sleeping in your car in the cold, having to wake up and the car is cold, everything's cold, your blankets are cold, everything's freaking cold. That sucks, man. I watch a guy that he live in the Pacific Northwest right now. He's in the Pacific Northwest, and he lives in the woods in his tent. He has a tent in the woods, and he talks on YouTube about his experience. And I just be feeling so bad for him. Like, oh my God, I'm like, Dad, can you find a shelter, brother? Because it's about to be cold out here. I just feel so sorry, so bad for this man. I think he's in his late 50s. But he talks about his experience, and I love that about his channel because he knows how to story tell. But the stories that he's telling about his homeless journey is honest truth. He's not lying about anything. So, hey Anna, how are you? Happy Sunday afternoon to Anna. Happy Sunday afternoon to Don Muncho. Happy afternoon to Lisa. To everybody that's in the chat, she by Green 888. Lisa, Dr. J is back. What y'all doing this afternoon? Y'all know me, what I'm doing. Running my mouth, right? Talking about my situation. Y'all know me, girl. Y'all know me. I gotta talk about it, honey. That's the only way I'm gonna find healing. That's the only way I find healing in talking about it. That's the only way I find healing and peace is talking about it, sitting it into existence, talking about it, right? We got to talk about our pain. Talk about those painful moments and those painful times. Nobody wants to be in pain or physical pain or any kind of ailments. No, but I find it amazing that I'm able to speak about it because it makes me feel better. It makes me feel better to put it out there, let people know what's happening. How y'all doing tonight? She by Green. I love your name. It's cute. And then Anna Martinez. What's up, Anna? What you doing, girl? 39 people watching me. I hope everybody gave me a thumbs up by now. I hope so, because I got 47 thumbs up. Thank you guys. 47 people. And if you guys are ever able to share this, if you have somebody in your family that may be homeless or, in a shelter, share it with somebody. Share my journey. Share my channel. I hope you guys can watch my videos. I have a lot of videos. 15-minute videos. I have a lot of 1-minute short videos that you guys could, if you guys are interested in the shelter, like what goes on in the shelter. These are the things that I experience. So I come here and I talk about my experience in the homeless shelter. So if you guys can find any kind of, um, if you find value in what I'm bringing to the table right now, I appreciate you. If you find value in what I'm bringing, what I'm talking about, if you find value here, please give me a thumbs up. Please share my video. Share it with someone that you know that may be homeless or on the verge of being homeless. I've lived in my car for a spell in the summertime. I lived in my car. I stayed in my car for a little bit of time. Did I want to? No. Did I have to? Yeah, I had no choice. I didn't want to live in my car. I didn't have a choice to live in my car. Had nowhere else to go. Sometimes you might have family, but family may not want to help you for whatever reason. They don't have to. But I just come here every day and talk about it. I usually come early in the morning. A lot of the times before I start my day, I go live for like an hour in the morning. Then in the afternoon, I try to do another hour in the afternoon, just talking, chopping it up, letting y'all know what's going on. I come here and talk about, oh my God, can you believe this happened at the shelter last night, or this girl did that? How you doing, Wendy? How you doing? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but how you doing? I'm just gonna call you Wen. How are you? How are you? What is going on, everyone? But I'm about to get off of here in a few minutes. I very much appreciate everyone that came by tonight and shared and talked with me and I call it texting. Everybody that texts, I call it texting the chat. Everybody that texts in the chat, thank you guys. Everybody that come by here, some people just come by every day to just say hi and spread some encouragement. I appreciate you guys. Anybody that's ever sent me a cash app, I appreciate it. I get cash apps at least 2 or 3 times a week. I appreciate you guys. Anything helps. I never asked for it, but I appreciate you guys that pour into my life. I appreciate it. Oh, it's Wendy. Okay. Yeah, Wendy. Yeah, Wendy. I'm okay. I'm about to shut off in a little bit because I've been on live for now almost 2 hours. It's probably been over 2 hours, but y'all know me. I like to run my mouth and talk. So, but yeah, what are you guys up to? I always stayed in the shelter, so I understand why you stay going most of the time. Yeah, the shelter is not really a great place. It's like almost being in a prison, kind of. The girls are freaking out. They don't know how to handle their emotions when they get mad and angry at staff. They start cussing and fussing. I literally walked in the other day. There was a girl literally cursing the staff members out. And I'm just like minding my business coming into the door and I'm seeing this stuff and the staff is kind of cursing her. I mean, I don't know what they said to each other's face when I wasn't in there, but when I came in on the end of a confrontation between a girl and a staff member. And it's funny because I haven't seen that girl since. So I don't know if she got kicked out. I don't know what happened, but maybe the girl stayed in her room or whatever, but I haven't really seen the chick. So it was a white lady. It looked like the shit could have been maybe in her 30s or whatever. So it was the black girl cursing that white lady out. And the white lady she wasn't really backing down, which was good. I was like, yeah, girl, don't back down. The thing is, you can't let these people disrespect you. And I think a lot of those staff members have let those girls treat them any old kind of way. And now some of the staff members be acting like they scared of the girls. And some of the staff members I be seeing, they be acting like they cool with the girls. You know what I'm saying? Some people act like, oh, they cool. I said, no, always separate yourself. You are the staff member. You run this shift. You control what's going on in here. And if I was one of those staff members, I'd be like, y'all not gonna be walking around here cussing and stuff. We're not having that. No, no. I stay going all day. If I can, I'm gonna have something to do. I'll be at the gym. I can walk around the mall. Like it's places that I can go to. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be in there. Yeah, and all shelters are different. This shelter is just a little bit more like theatrical and crazy. It's almost like a prison, but I see the staff members be acting like they scared. So I'm like, well, y'all scared of these women? Child, please. If I was a staff member, I'd be writing them all up. I said, you said what? Write up. You said what? Write up. But yeah, the girls be disrespectful. They be too disrespectful off at their mouth, and I just be sitting there looking like, you said what to her? Oh my God, I couldn't. They just real disrespectful and slick at the mouth. And a lot of these girls are young. Young. Most of them are young chicks. And I just be like, well, damn, I'm always respectful to the staff members, and I think they could tell by the way I carry myself. Like, this girl, we're not gonna have no problem out of her. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. Like, even if one of them staff got sick, even if one of them got disrespectful with me and stuff, I'm really not gonna come back with nothing disrespectful. Cause I'm just not the disrespectful person. I'd be like, well, she must be having a bad day or something, but I'm not gonna come back at them staff with nothing. Cause I have nothing to come back with. I'm the one I need y'all. Y'all don't need me. You know what I'm saying? And that was some of them girls there gotta understand, like, we need these people. They don't need us. They go home to a place every night. I'm sure half the girls got a place to live. We don't want to. Y'all in there cussing and fussing like y'all not homeless. I'm homeless. They in there acting like carrying themselves like they don't need to be there. I said, sis, I don't know about y'all, but I need to be here. I need to be here. I need to be in this homeless shelter. I ain't nowhere else to go. So I don't have nowhere else to go. So y'all can do all the cussing and fussing y'all want, but I'm over here keeping my mouth shut. But I'm gonna go, y'all. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, okay? I will talk to y'all on Monday morning. I'm gonna get up and do the same thing over again. What? Get up and go to the gym. Might get me some coffee. This morning, I'm proud of myself. I only had a 12-ounce thing of coffee. I usually get a 16, but I'm gonna get me a coffee in the morning. Some mornings when I don't get coffee, I'll be kind of happy with that because I'll be like, all that creamer I be putting in it. But I love my coffee. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good in the morning when I drink my coffee. But I'll talk to y'all. Good night, y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon, okay? I love you guys. Thanks for coming by. Give me a thumbs up if you guys haven't already. I will talk to y'all later. But I gotta go run and get me something real quick. I'm gonna let this live stream run a little bit longer. I'm gonna let this run up a little bit. But yeah, y'all have a great night. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you. You too, Phyllis.